You got Kimberly Guilfoyle, who's was Don Jr.'s girlfriend. I got news for you, Kimberly. You should have talked to Melania. You don't have a prenup. You don't have nothing. You're in your 50s. He's sucking on the tongue of some socialite philanthropist in the middle of the day in Palm Beach, and your ass is going to be put on the street. And what you should have done while you were there, you should have sat at Melania's feet and understand how you leverage your position in Trump land. You have to make them pay, which my hats off to Melania because they're paying her through their ass. And she's going to sit there and torture them and continue to torture them going forward. So I can't say that I'm very distressed about the pain that Donald Trump's going to buy because, as I told you before, I can't stand him. I think he's human garbage of the worst order. And sometimes I think of Melania sticking this barbed wire. See, I got it curved so you can kind of follow the colon up. You understand what I'm saying? And every time that I think of that and him yelling and screaming, it brings nothing but joy to my face. Just total joy and everything. And we know what's going on down there. We know that she won't get in the same, she ain't in the same bedroom. They're in the same car with him, not getting the same floor. I bet you she has her own floor at Mar-a-Lago, which, of course, they have to pay everything for. And I'm sure that her fees have just gotten a lot more expensive here. And she's shown exactly what she can do with her new book that she's selling, that she's promoting and talking about inherently women should have autonomy over their bodies. She talks about the value of the immigration, points out that she's an immigrant herself, and how horrific and inhumane his family separation policy was. So for those of you with a strong enough stomach to sit through this, congratulations to you. Just so you know, we're never going to let off. We're going to keep the pedal to the metal. We're going to go through Election Day. We're going to mock this son of a bitch in any way that he can be mocked. We're not going to treat him like he's another human being because he does not exhibit human emotions or human concern for other human beings. So there's nothing that I can say about him that would cause me one modicum of self-doubt. So we'll be having more and more, but as we leave, I want you to think about this historically relevant barbed wire that was a part of my youth. I can't say it was my favorite thing I ever do. But one thing when you're fooling with this, you have to wear pretty big gloves. Even we knew that back then before you had OSHA or anything else. You don't fool with barbed wire unless you got really big gloves. And I just keep joy whenever I think of Melania sticking this right up his fat ass. Goodbye and thank you.